Hi, it's Daniel and Gav here, and we're going to talk about the Dark Zone in the Division and the kind of rules of engagement that you have to go through if you're taking it on. So, the Dark Zone is Division's multiplayer area. It occupies a strip in the heart of Manhattan, and it's where the virus hit first. And by all accounts, it's a pretty desolate and terrifying place. So, why the hell, Daniel, would you want to step foot inside?
Well, the reason you want to go there is because the Dark Zone contains the very best gear in the game, but getting your hands on the most desirable guns and beanies isn't easy or straightforward. The place contains some of the toughest NPCs around, not to mention dozens of suspicious-looking other players.
You can enter the Dark Zone solo, but we'd really recommend entering with at least one other player. Safety in numbers is a saying for a reason. Wandering around the Dark Zone, you'll eventually bump into other players. Here comes the standoff. Look at them and ask yourself these questions quickly. What level are they? What equipment do they have? And would it be easy for them to take you out? If you outnumber them, it might be wise to surround them and intimidate them. But if they could easily take you, it might be worth throwing up a friendly emote. Nice. Alternatively, everyone can simply back off and walk away.
If you meet a stranger who seems cool, a real team player, you can easily invite them to be a part of your team with a couple of clicks. This switches off friendly fire and prevents them from easily betraying you. Alternatively, you can form uneasy alliances with other squads and clear out contaminated zones where high-level NPCs dwell. This might be beneficial, especially if they're particularly high-level players, but you should always be on your guard. They have no loyalty to you or your team. And while it might look like they're helping you, they might just be helping themselves.
Acquiring the high-end gear is only part of the challenge. All the best stuff has got to be extracted by a helicopter for decontamination. You call in a chopper by firing a flare at one of a limited number of extraction points dotted around the map. Requesting an extraction draws a lot of attention from both AI enemies and nearby players who might want to steal your gear. Spread out, hold your ground, take up tactical positions, and be on the lookout.
It's easy to identify those who wish to simply kill you, but there are other situations you really need to be worried about. You can extract 4 bags of contaminated gear with every helicopter, so if you have a couple of spare slots, another player or team might simply want to share your extraction. Let them, but don't let them out of your sight.
If players suddenly start to appear who have no loot of their own to extract, be really suspicious of them. They might be laying a trap.
If you open fire on a human player, the dynamic changes dramatically. You're allowed a few accidental shots, but if your intention is to kill, you and your entire team will be designated as rogue agents.
So what does that mean? Well, a skull will appear next to your character along with a timer, and it flags you up on the map for every other player to see and invites them to come play sheriff while the timer counts down until all is forgiven.
But there's much more to consider. Say one member of your team starts shooting recklessly, maybe it's someone you just buddied up with. You can quickly kick them from your group and deal out justice yourself.
Alternatively, you can go on a murderous rampage, taking down other squads and stealing their hard-earned gear. People who are successful at going rogue will be aiming to get their status up to level 5, so they can initiate a manhunt and get a lot of Dark Zone credits.
Or, if you're really heartless, you can quietly leave the group and turn on your closest friends. Remember, a true friend stabs you in the front.
So those are the rules of engagement for the Division's Dark Zone. How you choose to play is kind of up to you, within limits.